Having some technical difficulties. All right, perfect. We're live. Awesome. Sweet. So how this is going to go is we're going to end up announcing maybe one or a couple winners tonight. Just going to choose from the comments. So feel free to, start asking your questions about Facebook ads and, any questions you have, or just say whatever you want to say. There's no rules here tonight. All the stuff is over here. You can't see it right now, but we're giving away, there's going to be MacBook Pros. These are all the new stuff that came out of Apple. Literally showed up at the store and just ended up grabbing a bunch of this stuff. So it is all the new things. There's nothing old here. So lots of cool stuff that you could potentially win tonight. So yeah, feel free to start asking your questions about Facebook ads. We'll keep this about, growing your business and focusing on that. And this stuff's just here as, a bonus. Cool. So it looks like we do have some questions here. With Facebook's new policy, yep, that is a nightmare. Do they generate high ROAS by themselves, Chase? I don't know if you're referring to the MacBooks or something else. All right, if nobody's going to ask any questions that I can see right now, then we'll just go ahead and give away one of these iPhones. I see that Reality Mix. You're going to get one of these because you had a iPhone 6. That's the saddest thing I've heard in a long time. So I want to make sure that you have a new iPhone 12. This is the mini. It looks like it is the white, the iPhone 12 mini white. So you did just win this. So awesome comments. We did verify on our end that you did do all of the steps. So congratulations. You did just win this new iPhone 12 mini. So yeah, there you go. Whoa. So cool. All you got to do is DM me on Instagram, and you're just going to have to complete a little bit of paperwork, and then we're going to send this right to you. So there you go. Cool. And there's going to be a lot more winners coming up. So everybody just be ready. The winner was Reality Mix, Lucas, and there's going to be more tonight, so stay tuned. Awesome. So there is a notification on upcoming iOS update affecting several events on Pixel. Can you talk more detail about that? Yeah, absolutely. This is a big deal. So this is something that's already been known for quite a while, but it's kind of been under chat, and it's just been going around a small group, but they officially announced it. Apple was going to be, making some privacy changes to the iPhone. And essentially the main thing is right now what's going to end up happening is come 2021, early 2021, there's not an official release date yet. The new iPhone iOS 14 update is going to have an update 2.0. And as soon as you get on that iOS update, it's going to, instead of asking you a question that's more along the lines of are you okay with sharing this information? And most people just, select yes. It's going to ask you more of a question along the lines of do you want to be tracked by this company everywhere you go? Something that's a little bit more uneasy to most people. So it's going to have a less, inclination for individuals to actually accept that. And what's going to end up happening there is that if people don't accept those terms to be tracked by those companies, it's a one-click all. So if they say no, it's saying no to all. And if they click no, the problem is that if they go to your website and they submit their email or they make a purchase, that information is not going to be tracked by the Pixel and not going to be sent over. All it's going to do is you'll receive that backend email, of course, because it's going to go to your list. You'll know who it is, which is not an issue. But the problem becomes is that you're not going to get attribution on your ad set. So you're not going to know audience, lookalike, 30-day purchase, got the sale. So that's an issue because now, one, you're not getting attribution. Two, you might not exit learning phase. Three, you're not going to have the insights you need to know on where they're actually converting. And, four, less data, less sales, and it's just a bad cycle. So there's a lot of things you got to do to prepare for this because it's coming and it's going to be devastating to a lot of businesses. It's so bad that Facebook's released multiple press releases on how devastating this is. They found that in a case study that 60% of all sales, because of this new tracking, they did a test. 60% of all sales, it was a 60% drop in sales. 60% drop in sales that they saw with this study. They found devastating effects from just the outcome of this. So, not to scare anybody, but that's one of those things that you have to prepare for it with your tracking. You have to figure out what type of tracking you're going to, use in addition with the Pixel to make sure that you're going to attribute things correctly. 3, it's going to change how you choose to optimize. And then also, it's going to be important that you learn how to really take care of your data, because with, people being able to opt out, you're going to have like really, specific policy rules in your actual policy. And then also, have very specific things that you do in order to actually make sure that you're getting good results. So yeah, it's going to be a big deal. There's a lot more to go with that. There's a lot of strategies that we're talking about now, but that's just the highlights of, what the iOS 14 stuff is about. And there's a lot more to it, but just, those are the table notes. Thank you so much, Chase. Yeah, absolutely. Amazing, Chase. Your gym need to protect all that time. Yeah, absolutely. Giving it away all the time. Yeah, definitely got to protect it. Did all those steps, and I'm hoping for a MacBook. Awesome. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for this giveaway. How to join, Chase. Steps are below this video if you want to end up joining into the giveaway. All the steps are listed below. And if you go to my Instagram, it lists out the steps as well. I have Windows 7 laptop. Help. Okay. I don't know if Windows 7 is bad or not, so I'll just assume it's okay. Hi, what's the difference between the lead generation and custom message for the main goal campaign? I'm asking you because I'm near to Europe. The new policy affect my first client. I'm jobless now. What's the difference between the lead generation and custom messages? So yeah, you have to follow the, all the regulations there in Europe, but specifically the main thing is just making sure that you're stating these things up front in your policy, making sure that you have the, the check boxes. And then if you're doing lead generation, you got to adhere to the Facebook policies and how you accept that information and what you ask for specifically. You have to disclose what you're going to use it for, specific things like that. So, you have to be very particular in how you use your messaging there. Otherwise you can get, locked out pretty quick. Sad to hear this, but we are an entrepreneur here to solve problems. Hey, Chase, when generating real estate leads, do you need to do anything different with retargeting campaign in the special ad category? Anything different with retargeting campaign? Nothing different really there. You could still use the same audiences. You're just going to be restricted to the, that ad category, which will be like, if you choose to do lookalikes outside of that, it's going to, be something that's, tallied up under that special ad category. But for retargeting, you'd all keep it the same. Thanks for hosting this giveaway. Super stoked. Absolutely, Brittany. Struggling college student. Yeah, we hear that. For a school or program, do you have any advertising tips? Yeah, absolutely. For a school age program, do you have any? Yeah, I mean, there's tons of tips there. If you're just starting out, I mean, like you can start with really low budgets. I would split out your audiences into single audiences where it's like, if you're going to test one interest at a time, so that way you can understand which audience is generating the most results. Another thing is making sure that you're on that 7-day click window through attribution, because, with iOS 14 changes, anything outside of that's going to be shifted around. Another thing is really making sure that your ads that you're using, you're testing multiple ads there to see really what message resonates best with, school programs, because we've ran campaigns for, colleges, universities, where specifically we were trying to get students to apply, and we go for, submit application campaigns, and we'd really focus on testing messages to figure out what resonated best with students wanting to get into that program. Really what they valued most is the main thing. I'm really hoping to win the MacBook laptop, please. I'm struggling right now. Yeah, absolutely. And there's other stuff too. We got a iPhone 12. We have a Apple Watch. This one is Series 6 gold stainless steel case. It's really nice. I mean, it's really beautiful online when we were looking at it. This one, I don't know if this is the black version. What color is this? This is it doesn't give. Oh, this is graphite. I don't know what color that is. It's graphite. Sounds cool, but I don't really know. We got MacBook Pros. These are the new ones. I don't really know what's too special about them, but they're cool. So that's good. I'm 17. I'd love to win the MacBook. Awesome. I wish you the best of luck. Fairs. Do you prefer CBO or over ABO? So we use CBO and ABO in very specific cases. Ad set budget we use during testing. CBO we use whenever we're exiting testing. So if we have 30 ad sets in testing and we're down to 3 to 5 in CBO, what we're doing there is switching over to CBO. Actually, we go from ABO to CBO if we're at 3 to 5. And then, there's a very specific protocol that we follow in the Facebook ads expert mastery class for what steps we take next after that. But that's when we choose to go to CBO. So specifically there. As for retargeting, we'll choose to use CBO in some cases, and then we usually use ABO in a lot of cases. We're retargeting because like you don't want your add to cart like 2-day and your add to cart 30, in a CBO, because what's going to happen is your add to cart 30 is going to get all the budget and you'll never spend any money on the 2-day when you really need it to spend on the 2-day, because those people are most relevant, and who add to cart most recently. So that's really important. Hi, Chase. Do you think about the end game method where you target only a country with no targeting once your pixel is seasoned? Absolutely, Cody. We would definitely do that. We always try to go open audiences on, the countries. It'll improve your, costs and everything. So absolutely, definitely looking at an end game there. Once your pixel seasoned, by all means, start testing, the open audiences for sure. Do you go after one niche of clients or do you take on multiple niche clients? Yeah, we take on multiple niche clients. We usually, we're in so many different industries. We work with Fortune 100 businesses at our agency. We work with small startups. We work with, brands that just received funding that are app development companies. We work with, meal delivery companies. We work with, we're in other countries helping, businesses. We work with, car shops. We work with all kinds of crazy stuff. Really cool businesses. We're really all over the place because we don't have a strategy that works per se for one specific industry. We're really data analysts and like super data analytical about how we do things and like data driven and everything. So, our team is really focused on the numbers and metrics. So we're able to really adapt into any industry and not really have to worry about it. So we're not too much focused on one specific niche. But what you'll find on my YouTube is that there's a lot of e-commerce, because for whatever reason, people who are in e-commerce, they end up just joining the class because they're really just see other e-commerce, I guess, on the YouTube channel. But in reality, we work with so many different businesses at the agency that like, anybody could be in the class and we could give, advice on it. And they could also see all of the content in the course that, it's not about e-commerce. It's actually just focused on the core data stuff that people can learn. So it's really interesting to see how that dynamic's working. What is the most important tip for better ad optimization? So we follow a formula that's really, it's not even a tip. It's an actual like protocol formula we stick to and abide by. But, without that formula, I would say that, if you're going to be ad optimization, I would just really just be looking at, if it has a lot of spend and no results, I mean, cut it. If you have an ad that has a ton of results and low spend, phenomenal. And if there's another ad that doesn't have anything similar to that, then get rid of it. It's really about the spending, the result, the return on ad spend. I mean, you could have a really low cost, but your ROAS could be like terrible, your return on ad spend. And if that's the case, then I mean, like, you might actually be fine with optimizing for something that's more, cost you more to get on a result, but it has a really good return on the back end. So it all just depends. But we break that down. But the main thing is if you know that there's ads that have a lot of spend, very little results, you got to get rid of those first, and you'll, shave off a big portion of your cost by far. Mac fire emoji, heart eyes emoji. How much money to invest into testing? It depends on your budget. If you have 100 daily budget, you could either, do 10 ad sets into testing, or you could do, at $5 daily and get way more ad sets into testing. It all just depends on your budget altogether. We try to do a lot of testing in the beginning, but we quickly narrow down very specifically right after. We don't let it run too long. What's the best way to get customers for custom apparel using ads? Oh yeah, this is phenomenal. We have the coolest, results for apparel industries, like where the results are costing like 20 cents to get a purchase, during times where CPMs are at an all-time high for most. And it's strictly because, like the costs are so low because of the offer specifically. It's like buy 5 shirts for $5, and nobody else can beat those, offers because their production line or inventory just isn't able to line up or match there. And so because of that, Facebook rewards advertisers who have really good offers. And that's super important because like if you have a nice offer, you're going to get a lot of engagement. You're going to have a lot of people, actually reaching out. It's going to spread organically. And not only that, but you're going to get a lot of conversions because it's, 5 shirts for $5. Absolutely. Who doesn't have that? And you're getting 5 of them. Most shirts, 20, 40, 50, some are even $100 people are selling online, which is a strategy in itself. But when you have something that's that good of an offer, people can't turn it up. So it sells, millions of those all because of an offer like that. And so you're able to achieve 20-cent cost all year round and even 3 cents in some cases. And it's so good that your CPMs won't even register in your ad account because the numbers are so low that the system can't even process, what that decimal point is because it's just reaching such a high magnitude of individuals for such a low cost because you've essentially broken, the algorithm in that sense. So the key takeaway is the algorithm heavily favors good offers. That doesn't mean drop your price by any means. It just means that if you can come up with a really solid offer compared to other, accounts, you're going to do really well. How would you get started? Well, that's a loaded question depending on what you want to do. But I mean, like how I got started a long time ago, I started out just doing organic social posting, about 5 or 6 years ago and was really good at it. Ended up, being contacted by somebody to, see if we could do something online. And we ended up booking them out for 2 years, a pool builder, totally, ended up generating them a ton of results. They were super thrilled and kind of snowballed from there. But, it was a lot of groundwork to begin with because like we go door to door. We didn't have anything going online for us. And we literally show up at, go around in town square asking for business. And it was a hustle. So, I mean, like we quite literally started from the bottom. So, I mean, absolutely. If you're just starting out, it's all about the grind, the hustle. We'd stay up late hours. We'd be going all day doing anything. We'd be hitting networking events. I know you can't do that now, but there's definitely social media apps out there that you can go into, network in, like Clubhouse or like Community, and like those different things where you can actually get on there where like they're new social media apps. You go onto them, you really can network in a COVID post world. So it's really interesting. And it's, a lot of success is happening there. And I'm even like doing co-hosted marketing events. Every Tuesday, I do a co-hosted marketing event on Clubhouse, which is like an exclusive social media app for, people to network and do business. And it's perfect in this dynamic of, where the world is at currently. And it's been super successful and people love it. Your videos are amazing. I really enjoy. Awesome. I really appreciate that, Pablo. Are you a hand-on guy in the ads manager or do you have a team? I actually do not touch anything in the ads manager anymore. We have a brilliant team, super smart people. We try to bring on the best of the best, and they manage the ads for the clients. We have account managers who speak with the clients, full-size team, full-sized agency. You can check out our Instagram and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not in the back end ads manager. So if you choose to go the agency route, I'm not going to be, your guy managing your ads, but I will be, up on the, head of digital and overseeing a lot of that stuff and speaking with people on the team. And then inside of the class, I help hands-on in the sense of showing you how to do it in the ads manager and stuff like that. I won't be clicking for you, but I'll be walking you through it, on a call like this, except where you're sharing your screen. Thanks for the answer. Yeah, absolutely. How can I improve bottom 35% of ads conversion rate ranking? Oh yeah. So, I mean, the quickest way to do it is just launching a different ad, just testing something totally different and just see where it lands and then find out if you made a big improvement, then like, learn from that. But if you didn't make any improvement at all, then you pretty much know like it's something to do with your landing page probably. So that's the quickest way to find out. That's what I would do specifically without actually knowing too much about what you're doing. That's what I would try. Jose, Triumph TV channel. What's your opinion? Would using a landing page to get info about consumers combat the iOS update problem? No, it's not going to change. That's not going to be a solve. You're going to have a different type of tracking. You're going to have to collect data differently. You're going to have to verify your domain now. If you've never verified your domain with Facebook, you got to do it. That's one thing you got to do. It's going to be important. You're going to see a massive, shift in ad accounts being banned. You know how there was a big wave recently throughout the year? Like there was big waves of advertisers getting banned. Fortunately, we didn't have to deal with that, but we'd see it in our groups online. We'd see it everywhere. Like people were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm getting banned," and it was just a constant thing that was all happening to everybody. Specifically, that's going to start happening again when this iOS shift happens, when all these people are transferring over on, the updates. And what you need to do is make sure you have your site verified with Facebook. Go to business settings. You're going to click on brand safety. You're going to click on domains. And when you click on domains, you're going to click the blue add button with the plus sign. It's going to look like this, plus add. You're going to click on plus add. It's going to ask you for a URL. You're going to paste your URL in there. You're going to click the add button. Then it's going to give you a list of options. You're either going to upload it to your DNS server, or you're going to end up completing the steps that it gives you. It's going to give you multiple options. You can choose which one. Once you complete it, you'll go from a little orange dot right next to your URL to a green dot. And that essentially means that you verified with Facebook. Now no other advertiser can start ripping you off. And that tells them that you own the domain and you can run the ads to the domain. You can get results with the domain. So that's great. And the other thing is, you're not going to have to worry too much if you're monetizing your site. Then you're really in the good, because now you're going to have to worry about anything because you've done all the right steps. So, and it might even help you on the back end with your actual results, because now Facebook trusts you on that front. So that's one of the steps you got to do. And there's a list of steps, but that's one that you can do with the iOS 14. I recently joined your group and commented on this opportunity as well. Awesome. That's phenomenal. All right. Continue asking great questions. By the way, if you're just now tuning in, we are giving away the Macs and stuff like that. So definitely start commenting. We might give another one away really soon here. We might give away a big one. These are, the MacBook Pros, and they're pretty loaded up. So if you want to start commenting away, we might actually give one off. What to do if an ad set has few purchases and start, then zero purchases. Wait, what to do if an ad set has few purchases in the start, then zero purchases in the next 5 to 7 days? Turn it off. Your thing gets zero purchases in like 5 to 7 days? Absolutely not. Just turn it off. Try something new with the ad or audience. Cameron Snow, my Dell laptop has been updating for 2 hours and is a 5%. It is a 5%. A Mac would be nice. Awesome. Cameron Snow, you're going to get a new MacBook Pro. We're giving it away. You just got it, Cameron. Go ahead and DM me on Instagram. You're going to have to complete a little bit of paperwork, and then you're going to be able to receive this. We'll ship it off to you. Congratulations, Cameron. You just won a new MacBook Pro. It is the 13-inch MacBook Pro. It has a touch bar. It has a touch ID. It has a full-size backlit Magic Keyboard and a bunch of other stuff on here that's super cool. 512 gigabyte something. I don't know a lot of this other tech stuff, but it's going to be good. You're going to like it. So yeah, just Instagram DM me. Congratulations, you just won this new MacBook Pro, and we'll ship it off to you. So that's 2 items we've just given off. The iPhone, one of these iPhones has already been given away. We just gave away MacBook Pro. We might be giving another one out here pretty soon. So everybody just be ready. Ask some crazy questions, some good questions, because we're giving back. So congratulations. That's super awesome, Cameron. There you go. Hi, the MacBook can really help me get through school. My dad's computer is really old as the battery doesn't work and my computer is broke. I'm so sorry to hear that, Lily. Make sure to, I wish you the best of luck in winning. Let's get some more questions going here. Should I use all 5 out of 5 primary text fields? Absolutely not. Don't do that. What you should do is do one ad and then do 5 different ads in that sense, because then you're going to be able to stack your social proof. If you go watch my video, it's called how to stack social proof. That's going to be your best bet, because then you're going to actually be able to use that same social proof in different audiences, which is really important as a beginner, because you want that social proof on your ads to prove out. And if you're doing dynamic ads, you don't always know without actually splitting it out and reporting, which is kind of complicated for, early level advertisers. So I wouldn't be doing that. I would actually just, focus on doing the actual splitting of the ads where you're actually keeping it separate before you decide to do anything dynamic related. I would only really be doing dynamic if you have, hundreds of products or thousands of products, or if you're, on a tight schedule and you're looking to do a lot of testing really quick. That's okay. Other than that, I would try to steer clear of any dynamic targeting. with the ads. Added my text to DNS. Boom, there you go. So that's a step, everybody. That's worth completing, is definitely doing that on your actual website domain. So congratulations. That is a really cool tip that not a lot of people know right now. It's super early on, so it's definitely going to help. Whoa, all these comments are just now coming in. That will change so much. Yeah, congratulations, Cameron. At which point do you transition to CBO after the ABO? Okay, we already read that, I think. Congrats, man. I would really like getting anything since my family. Okay. Do you have any tips for beginners? Yeah. Keep your, ad sets separate when you're testing audiences. Bucket out your lookalikes from your interest and keep your retargeting separate. That's a big one. With your headlines, make sure to keep them, short so you can have the sub headline below it show. Have your link not only on the call to action, but also in your description. That's going to increase your click through rates. Do image instead of video testing out. Videos are going to be an absolute wild competition. You don't want to do that. So stick to image early on. All placements, always do that. Then make sure with all placements, you're going to do 7-day click included. And on top of that, you're actually going to, not duplicate an audience if it's doing well. You're just going to vertically scale. Don't listen to anybody else who's telling you to do that duplication thing. It's not going to work. Even if a Facebook person tells you to do it, don't do it. Because you're going to have audience overlap. You're going to have auction competition, and it's going to prevent you from doing learning. Those 3 things alone go against everything that Facebook, has built out on the back end. So why even go, against the grain on that when you could just save yourself and actually achieve a lot? The other things would be make sure you have an active social media presence organically. If you are in a B2B business, make sure to launch a group. If you're B2C, then make sure you have a really good brand. It's going to be super important. If you look like you're drop shipping, it's going to, you might have a lot of drop shippers get a lot of sales with no brand, but you're going to increase your chances of being around longer term and not have to switch your product out if you actually build out your brand. So that's really important. Brands last. Products can, come and go. But a really good brand, it'll stay around forever. Coca-Cola, that's one of those things. It'll stay around for a long time because they're brand centered and brand focused. So as a beginner, I would invest a lot into your creatives in that area, because a brand image matters, and it's going to be important because you want your ads to be remembered. With our ads, we make sure all of our ads look very similar. Our Facebook reps tell us that, they see our ads and that they notice instantly that it's our company when we're running ads because of our distinct, brand. So that's important because, it makes your, buyer aware. And that increases your sales not only for the short term, but over the long term, it keeps customers around. So you got to switch things up, but keep it consistent at the same time. You can do testing, but keep it consistent. There's got to be a consistent level. You can do testing, within that bar, but keep it, in the field of making sure it's brand consistent, but you can do a lot of, all over the place testing just to find out what's really working. I would like to upgrade to iPhone. Android sucks and will work as fast as your ads work. LOL. Any tips to win the MacBook? Complete the steps. That's one thing to do. We'd already confirmed Cameron on the back end had actually completed the steps. So make sure you do complete the steps, and we'll continue announcing winners. We will be announcing a winner tomorrow, and we'll be announcing winners over the weekend as well. If you don't win today, that doesn't mean it's over. I wish I could turn this camera here. Well, actually, maybe we can. But there's loads of max here and stuff, so plenty of ways to win. Just make sure that if you've entered in, there's still chances to win if you don't win today. Would you help me and my sister when sign up for classes next semester? We're not helping with those things, but we are giving away a lot of Apple products, so that might help you if you win. What's the most successful ad campaign you've worked on? Yeah, that's a really good question. Well, I can't say specifically just because we're still working with that client and that campaign's still actually going on, but it is super successful. We, took a company that's nearly 90 years old and, generating about 17 million a week on that campaign, wildly successful campaign. And it's strictly because of, once again, brand consistency. That's a big player into it. But also because we're using a very high level tracking. It's outside of the pixel. We're going very deep with URL parameters. We're really investing into, doing a lot of data driven sharing of the actual data through different, analytic accounts. Just like with Google Analytics, it's allowing you to upgrade those different things. We're sharing that data back and forth. We can actually create audiences from Facebook from our actual Google Analytics. So it's like, some crazy deep metric stuff, but that campaign's super successful because of it. So, it's been successful for 3 years and we plan to make it, continue to be successful for 5 years. And then the number one company in their category. So it's absolutely phenomenal and they're super thankful for it. And we've been on that account for a long time now and we're going to continue working on it because it's been so well. What do you recommend? More still images or videos for the ads? Definitely still images without a doubt. You get more placements, less competition. I don't know why so many people have these videos that are square and stuff like that. They're really good if you have a phenomenal creative team that knows what they're doing on creating a video. And it communicates the product extremely well, the service extremely well. Congratulations, like that's great. And I'm sure a lot of people here in these comments could attest to the fact that they have really good videos that are working extremely well. And, they would argue against it all day. And I totally agree with them that, video does work very well with specific brands and, in very unique cases where the people who are creating that content is just really understand how to do it. But outside of that, beginners or just, even professionals, if you go with images, you're going to get more placements, which are going to keep your bid down. And there's other advertisers in the space preaching so heavy on video. I don't know who, but I just know there's something because otherwise every video I see on the ads wouldn't look the same. So there's got to be somebody talking about it. So therefore, the CPMs are much higher in videos because you have less placements. And so that really impacts it. And then you also have to keep attention going and try to figure out how you're going to then convert that attention into the actual, sale. But as it's a video, if it's a white background with the product in the center, the only attention is on the product. There's nothing else to think about. You don't even have to read the copy. You don't have to read anything. If you want the product, you're going to buy it. And that's the beauty of it because, if you think about it, have you ever seen an Amazon ad where they're running, products from Amazon's running ads for products on Amazon? If you notice, it's only white backgrounds and that's very specific. They don't, they're not trying to market this product to you. That's not their deal. The thing is they're just trying to show you something you're going to buy or you need. And that's why, data is important. Like if you need razors to shave, like they're going to show it to you at the right time. And it can be on a white background and people will buy it because they know they're about to run out. You don't have to like show them a video of like some dude like cutting his skin off and like freaking out because he's bleeding and now he needs to buy a different razor. It's not that deep. You don't have to get that emotional about it. I mean, it's cool. You can make a video that way and it might sell. But you're going to spend a ton on production costs when you could just put it on a white background. It costs you nothing to do so, and you get way more sales. And we've ran this across, hundreds of ad accounts where we've seen white backgrounds outperform, these videos. So without a doubt, if you're starting out, videos are good, but like still images, you keep it simple, it's cost effective, and you're going to dominate against other people who aren't willing to go there. So absolutely go still images all the way. How to get charged from client? I'm assuming you're asking how to charge a client. Is that what you're asking? You want to clarify? If so, it's, you could just use a payment software online. Invoice them, you set up an agreement, and then they just pay it. It could be through Stripe. It could be through QuickBooks, small business accounting. It could be through, a lot of different accounting softwares. We prefer, things that are automated that are going to, pull payments. If you have to send an invoice and wait on it to get paid, consider it never coming. Clients rarely ever pay those things. So if you want to, as a marketer, continue to get paid, make sure it's on recurring billing. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. Not because they don't want to, but, business owners, small business owners, they're busy. So sometimes they don't get around to those things. Great content, by the way, and thank you for answering my question recently. Was 30 minutes behind, so did not get the chance last time. I agree, images work better. Awesome. I have followed all the steps. Great. Your experience on collection ads, should I use them? Yeah, absolutely. Collection ads are great. What you do is you show, you could have single image or you could have video. Either of these work. In our studies and all the data we've tested across ad accounts and, all the e-commerce accounts we have access to, you're going to have square video, square image, either one, doesn't matter. But the key is the little squares underneath all need to be white background consistent with the product, different products centered on all of them at the bottom. Those bottom 4 images you see on collection ads, those need to be super consistent white background or just one background as a altogether. But on top, you're not going to have the white. You're going to have like either a video moving around of the showing off the product, or you're going to have like a different color, or like it could be a lifestyle shot. That's totally fine because you're mixing in that collection, which works really well. And I would also test that with shop included. So like if you're going to do that test, also run a test alongside it with Facebook shop. We're seeing like we've had ad accounts doing like 120x ROAS. It's absolutely insane. 127x. I mean, it's like absolutely ridiculous on Facebook shop because of these things. So definitely worth testing to see if, shop's going to be something for you. Just keeping in mind that you're not going to be able to capture those emails immediately with it. What's a good way to get more YouTube views with Facebook ads without increasing the CPM unproductively? We run ads for, YouTube and stuff. We do them worldwide. That keeps our CPMs costs down because, we're not like only looking for US customers. That doesn't, we're not discriminating what country we're looking for. We're in a world now where you can do business in so many different countries. You can connect with people on any part of the world. I mean, somebody here earlier was telling us that, it's the middle of the night for them. So like, it just tells you how interconnected everybody is. So like we run ads, worldwide. And we'll choose which countries we go into after that. We'll exclude some depending on the conversion rates and whatnot, of course, but that'll keep your CPMs down super low. But that doesn't mean everything. You also want to worry about what your costs are on the other side. But for YouTube videos, the only thing you're really looking at is people clicking through to actually go watch that video, which is what, we were interested in. And so we do run those campaigns because we're just spreading free value. We're not looking for any ROI at all from those actual ads. We're just simply looking for, individuals to find something that they haven't found before. So that way they can really enjoy it, learn something from it, and, really generate some positive ROI for their business, and then maybe spread or share some love back by saying that they really enjoyed the content. And that's all we're really looking to get out of it. So that's what we do. Hope to get a MacBook because I have my Chromebook for 4 years and is not working that good anymore. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you do too. Josh Lawless, do collections work for digital products? I probably wouldn't go there. You could test carousels. You could test, videos are really in the digital space are going to help. And then you can do images as well if you're able to show that digital product in more of like a physical format. Yep, it's 1:37 a.m. here. Yeah, there you go. It is it looks dark outside, but it's actually just 6:38 p.m. It's actually the afternoon, really. So it's looks dark, but it's just the afternoon for us here in Texas. Should I be using UTM Link over the Pixel? Well, you're going to use both in combination. Definitely use a UTM. Definitely set up URL parameters. Those are heavily important. We talk about this in our class a lot. We talk about the formats to use, how to set up dynamic UTM URL parameters. We get really super nerdy on it. But we do it in our class, in the Facebook Ads Expert Mastery class. We cover these things specifically. Definitely start setting that up. For clients who don't have much data, definitely a good starting point. With iOS, these different changes that are coming with Apple, you want to be there for sure, without a doubt. Here is 3:37 a.m. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely great, amazing information. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. That's a great question. I'm curious too. Austin. Oh yeah, yep. Just answered that one. The first ad I created was a white background photo with a $10 budget and did great. However, when I tried to replicate the same ad with the same audience, it didn't perform near as good. That makes sense. Some audiences just don't work. That's okay. But what you'll find is the more you test with that, wide image ad across audiences, all it matters is that, at least 7 out of 10, great. Just cut those 3, keep the 7. Chase, has Facebook ever asked you to train their employees? Many times. We've had, not their employees specifically, but we've done trainings with them on data specifically. We just had a call, for instance, just 2 days ago, where we were on a call with reps, and we were talking about how we're using, our data, and how we actually have an applied machine learning on our SQL, running actual, information analytics on all of our data, and just actually learning from it and building out custom traits based off an individual's profile and how they're actually doing things through, our actual data internally, and then using that to then create custom audiences through Facebook that nobody else has access to, that nobody else could ever create a lookalike on, because we're creating custom, traits that nobody's able to actually do without actually doing this type of applied machine learning to actually figure out that information. So they were totally mind blown by the entire situation. They had actually told us that this is the first time they'd seen a situation like that where we were using something like this to actually create audiences. They hadn't seen that before. And so we now speak with them on a weekly basis just to show them our process because they're curious in learning it. So that way they can understand, better on their end how they can adjust and also, show other advertisers these things. So yeah, they do learn from us in, some ways, but we also do learn from them in different things as well. I still love to win the giveaway, at least something good this year. Absolutely. Wishing you luck. It's 4:39. It just keeps getting earlier and earlier in other countries for you. That's crazy. 4:39 a.m. Unreal. Waiting to hear my name for a MacBook winner. Okay. Wish you the best of luck. Who was your mentor? I guess Mark Zuckerberg. I wish, but no. Didn't really have a specific main focus on a mentor. I had mentors growing up, but there were more people in my life, not really people I was, seeking out on that I was looking for. It's just I later realized those were mentors in my life, like people I had through school before I dropped out, and then also people that were in family that I looked up to that were mentors in my eyes, but I didn't realize that until later on. I'd really like to win too. Anything would help. Absolutely. Wishing you the best of luck. That MacBook would be a huge blessing for me to kickstart my journey. It would allow me to tap into the creative spirit more efficiently and the flexibility to work anywhere. All right. Well, Heart O Gold, you're going to win a MacBook Pro. You just won one, so you can kickstart that journey, and so that way you can tap into that creative spirit, and you can more efficiently and effectively and flexibility to work anywhere. There you go. You just won this, so congratulations. Which one is this? It is the 13-inch MacBook Pro. This one looks a little different. These specs are not on the back here. LED True Tone technology, 2560 by 1600 pixels, multiple Thunderbolt cables. Yeah, bunch of cool stuff back here. You're really going to enjoy this. Just so you know, how you end up getting this is make sure to DM me Heart of Gold, so that way you can DM me on Instagram, and then you're just going to complete a little bit of paperwork, and then you're going to be able to receive this. We'll ship it off to you, very shortly. So just make sure to DM us to let us know, so that way we can make sure to get you that information to complete. So yeah, once again, we are giving away MacBook Pros, iPhones. We've given away 2 MacBook Pros on this call so far, and we've given away 1 iPhone 12. There's a lot more to give away. There's going to be more today. There's going to be more tomorrow. There's going to be more over the weekend. So if you haven't won, we got plenty to give away. So don't worry, your time could come. So be sure to enter in, because you have a high chance of potentially winning, because we got a lot of stuff. And yeah, congratulations. That's super cool. You just won a new MacBook Pro. Ironic how dropping out of school became a good thing for people who were born to be an entrepreneur. That's encouraging for me. Yeah, absolutely. The dropout story is quite an interesting one for most people. Would love to win a MacBook for my fiance. He's going back to school soon and has an 8-year-old laptop, has fallen victim to a car accident. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Olivia. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you do win, because that would be a blessing to you and your family. Congratulations on your MacBook, guys. Absolutely. Congratulations to them. I want to build a great agency and team. What is your advice for building best agency? So best advice is, if you're starting out in an agency and it's you solo and you're looking to build a team, the best way you're going to get really good people who know what they're doing, that are going to be able to think for themselves, actually, that are smarter than you, that'll give you advice. It's super important that you hire people that are extremely smart, extremely good at what they do, because you don't want to have to worry about, constantly managing these people, because they can manage themselves. They understand these things. They're really smart individuals that are going to be able to give you ideas to execute in your business. So you want to attract, the best of the best, because that's the only way you can grow. A's hire A's. And the best way to do that is to make sure that you're really caring about your people. You put your people first. If you put your clients first, that's a good thing. But the problem is it backfires in the long run because you're going to have a turnover rate. Because if you're obsessed about the specific client, and you're getting them good results, a lot of times it could be at the sacrifice of your people. But if you actually step back, think about, who's on your team, and you give them love and care, and you make these people the best, and you put all into your people, they're going to put all into your clients, and that is going to flow through, and that's going to make your clients super successful. And that's super important. You want to keep your people around because they're going to build relationships with your clients. And the way you do that is by one, making sure you pay your people well, pay them more than what you get paid in the beginning. Make sure you pour everything into them to keep them around. We offer benefits. We offer, really high salaries. We do everything we can. We give them things. Anytime they want something, we're there for them. We're supportive. There's no questions asked. If they're not feeling right, we do something about it. We make sure our team's extremely happy, so that way they can, show that love to our clients and be there. We're giving off, a lot of vacation time right now. Like, people are going to have more than 9 days off and stuff like that. Like, we give away a lot of PTO so people can have breathers and stuff like that, because, in the agency world, things are busy, they're booming, they're changing. Facebook is always changing, and we're expanding as a startup. We're opening new departments left and right. We've opened our Google Ads department. We've opened up our digital labs agency. We've opened up our software department, where we're actually launching all these different things, and we're bringing on experts of the field. We're bringing on people from other agencies, from California, from New York. We're bringing on people who are, top tier individuals, seniors on accounts that have been working on, Shell, that have been working on Walmart, that have been working on all these big brands that are actual, like, known conglomerates in the space where they've had this marketing experience. You don't attract individuals like that unless you care about your people. Because when they leave a company like that, or they leave places like that, and they come and help you, it's because that you're pouring your, heart and soul out into making sure that you're giving them everything that they want, and they're going to give everything that your clients have ever dreamed and wanting. So that's how you build a team, is by doing everything you can to keep these people around, because they're going to keep your business around. So definitely put emphasis on your people. The jacket looks clean, bro. Thanks, Tariq. I appreciate it. Might be going out. No, I'm just kidding. Here in Texas, it's a normal world. I know in other areas that there's like a lockdown and stuff, but in Texas, if you come here, it looks normal. People are going out, people are having fun. It's just good times here. So it's really weird, because I hear these stories of like ghost towns elsewhere, but like I could step, I'm 2 feet out my door here and where I live in the shops, and there would just be people hustling and like bustling and just like drinking, and it'd just be a good time. It's Texas. That's what it is. Engagement campaign, how to get more comments or posts. Yeah, absolutely. The best thing for an engagement campaign, if you're running a giveaway, you could do something where you actually, put spend on top of it. Those do really well. But specifically to get really good engagement, if it's just a product post where you're just running ads to get people to convert on it, you could really end up just having something that's really creative. We have somebody in our class that has really creative product names. It's like, a candle. They have really unique, interesting names. You might know of them. You might have seen the YouTube video, but those are things that get lots of engagements that are hilarious. People can share them. They're funny, like Santa's, so forth. You could go check some videos. They're pretty cool. And if you watch those, you'll see like, the creativity in those types of ads. And then there's other stuff that where they get a lot of engagement because they're emotionally driven. Or it's something extreme. Those drive a lot of engagements. But if you're going to focus on an engagement campaign, the main thing is that if you're going to do that, you need some sort of call to action with the ad. Otherwise, you might end up paying like 20 cents per engagement. At that point, it just doesn't make sense. Because if you're going to run an engagement campaign, you need to be paying a penny or less than a penny for an engagement campaign. Otherwise, you should just switch to conversion and focus on conversion, because you're going to get engagements with it. So I would definitely opt for conversion and let the engagements flow. But if you don't, and you choose to go engagement route, then if you're not under a penny or at a penny or like 2 cents at least at max, then I would switch off from it. Aside from your agency as a brand, obviously, I might be missing the other part of that. Oh, here it is. Do you have your own brands, or do you market for other companies only? If you're talking about our own e-commerce brands, we do not. I do not, simply because I don't understand the other side of that business. I'm not opposed to going into that industry, but if I was, I'd probably be looking for somebody who's an expert in the inventory and the scalability aspect, because I have zero knowledge on that side of those things. But On the other side, I definitely understand, the mechanics of how everything can go. So definitely not opposed to it, but I have other brands outside of the agency. In our Facebook ads class, we have software business and, other things like that, that are definitely growing businesses. So nothing related to e-commerce though, specifically. Engagement campaign. Where should we comment? There's this window here in Facebook, the comments under. Comment under both. Increase your chances. Aside from that's true, people are throwing parties all the time here in Texas. Yeah, there you go. You know it. I love Texas. They seem friendly and peaceful. Texas people are the best. Absolutely. Texan vibe is the way to go. And everybody's coming here. They're flooding to Texas. But don't bring the California vibes here. We only want, if you're coming to Texas, you adopt the Texan lifestyle. California's bad. Yeah, there you go. It is bad right now. That's what I've been hearing. Yeah, all the restaurants are closed. Yeah, you could go have a fantastic meal and get great service here. How did you get your first client and when? Got my first client through a social media post online, but it was specifically because I was managing a lifestyle page. I think there's an article on this online. You could probably search my name on Google and you probably find something about this. But managing a page, was doing really well on organic social. Friend of friend's dad ended up seeing something about his Snapchat and was like, hey, once you come to my place and, talk to me about this marketing stuff, I'm interested in doing this for my business. Went there, spoke with them, ended up doing business and ended up booking out 2 years worth of clients for them. And super thrilled, use that as a launch into getting other clients. But, from that first client to the next one, it was really just about we went door to door. I was saying this earlier, going networking. We hustled a very long time. I mean, we've been doing this many, many years. And when I say we, I'm in the beginning when I was doing this many, many years. It took a while to kickstart, but things worked out because persevered, stayed consistent, never gave up, and those are the key factors. Consistency equals reality. So the more consistent you are, the more the reality will become. And it's absolutely something you can do if you envision it and you apply yourself daily. You'll make it there eventually. It takes it can take a lot of time, and it's taken me a lot of time. But I started early on and I just stayed with it and haven't given up, and I'm still nowhere near where I want to be. But it's a process and I'm patient about it. So I understand. But yeah, definitely hustled in the beginning, late hours for sure. Don't crank the late hours anymore. Definitely more of like a, relax after hours, but used to stay up all night, contacting clients, emailing in the middle of the night. These days, emails aren't open after 5. So be careful if you shoot me anything, I'm not opening anything. But very early on would not, stop at all, just constant hustle. How long do you talk passionate about your business and what is your motivation? Yeah, I mean, motivation is just making sure that we're inspiring others, improving small businesses. I understand, as a small business, you're looking for every little piece that you can cling on to and learn from. There's so much bad and wrong advice out there, and it's unreal the amount of information that's out there. I learned very early on that the best thing to do is like sticking to primary, sticking to the source of information. Try not to deviate too much from it. If you choose to go from the source, make sure you're going with somebody who's credible, who's built their background, who's built their actual credentials and actually has something to show for and you can trust in terms of like their information, and then validate what they tell you. Make sure that information is validated so that way you can trust them moving forward. But in reality, very early on, there's a lot of people wanting to give you information, and it's hard to tell where to go. And so, that really inspires us to make sure we're putting out the right information, not holding anything back. We try to never hold anything back. We want to push as much out there as possible, and do a lot of good in the world, and like give things out like these. Where like this year, it's been tough, and it was really hard on a lot of individuals for 2020. COVID hit, things have just been bad. And, it's times like these that people really need to come together and help small business out, because, that's really, small business is what runs the world. And then you have the big business that, makes a lot of decisions up top, but, it's really about the people that are making it happen, that it even allow, the big business to happen altogether. So stuff like this, we want to give back and make sure that other people are seeing the fruits of not only our earned efforts, but showing that we do care and, really want to support other individuals. So if you do want to win some of these things, we are giving them away. So if you are interested, this one here's the Apple Watch. We have some other stuff like the iPhone 12. This one's the iPhone 12 Pro. I don't know the difference in these two other than this one's bigger. But if anybody else knows what comes with the iPhone 12 Pro, uh, feel free to comment because I don't really know what the main difference is. I know I have one and I really like it. I think I have the Pro, or I might just have the iPhone 12. I don't know. There might be 3 different variations. All I know is this is the Pro and this is the Mini. So I just switched to my PC. Phone battery died third time today. Oh wow, Daniel Smith. Okay, that's not good. You definitely need a new phone. I could really use this to improve my program. My laptop broke, and I'm borrowing one to get through school and improve my program. My parents own a taco place, but I'm not doing so good, and it would help by letting me get into the word out so we can get a little more business. Yeah, absolutely. Anything to plug your parents' taco business. Maybe somebody's in the area that could get some tacos. Tacos are good. The camera in the LiDAR scanner. Oh, yeah, there you go. So thank you. I believe it's Jose. Correct me if I'm wrong how we actually pronounce that name. We're wired in right now. Thanks for your generosity with this giveaway. Absolutely. I need that. Haha. I have an iPhone 7. Anybody else? Miguel, somebody beat you out earlier. They had an iPhone 6 and they were considering going down to the iPhone 5. That's a pretty tough situation. My battery health is 67%. Need a new phone. Yeah, I definitely feel that. I used to have a phone that died a lot too. Lucas needs a new iPhone, so he can't get his phone. I didn't read that. Pablo also hit up Chase's course too. Yeah, absolutely. Tariq has some special links if you want to get some from him. He has the secret codes to get in. He'll get you a discount low key. Do you choose clone successful ABOs into CBO or just switch existing ABO to CBO? No, we don't clone. We just flip it on from ABO to CBO right away. Whenever you're ready to switch to CBO, you just switch it. You just edit. That's fine. You can do that. Don't do stuff like that on an ad set level, but it's okay on the campaign because you don't need to duplicate all that. Because when you flip to CBO, you're looking to exit learning really quickly. iPhone 12 Pro is not out where I live. I would love to be the first. Wow, that's super awesome. Where are you located? So that way we can no. I need a laptop for school as currently my phone, it's kind of hard to submit assignments. Totally can relate to that. Understand lots of college students here and lots of people in school. I will create best Facebook video ads on iPhone. Camera is best. Oh yeah, iPhone's definitely a good camera on it for sure. It has that wide angle. It has the wide zoom, I believe it is, so you can get like full shots. Makes things look super big. It's so cool. After you verify your business manager, can you add additional ad accounts? Yes, you can. If you verify your business manager, you add 2 admins into your business manager, and you end up actually adding in, verifying domains and all that stuff. And you create the ad account, and you run, at least $50 through it daily. It should end up giving you 3 ad accounts. If not, just go to support. You can contact them, say, hey, I'm bringing on some clients. I need more ad accounts. They'll give you like 5 ad accounts. We have about 8,000 ad accounts, simply because, once you get past a certain threshold, you can just reach out to support and they'll work with you on giving you more ad accounts. And so you can end up going from, 1 to 3 or 3 to 5. And then I believe after 5, I don't know what the next threshold is, but it just starts jumping up from there. Before you know it, you're just sitting at just some, high amount of ad accounts you don't really need. Has COVID had any effect on ad success? Yeah, for a lot of businesses, it hit the restaurant industry pretty hard. Uh, Stuff the Uber Eats business and like the Favor and like these different car companies. Sorry if I don't mention one that's in your area. I know that a lot of these delivery businesses are different per city, but I know there's a long list of them. But the food delivery business, the drivers, that has helped with the restaurants, but if you're gonna in that type of industry, it gets hit pretty hard, even retail in a lot of cases. So, as a business, yeah, they are affected by COVID by a lot of them. And if you look on the news, there's been tons of bankruptcies. It's unreal. It's pretty sad. So we got to do something about it. We got to help out. I would love to start advertising on laptop. I'm now doing work with phone. I wish you best of luck. I hope you do too. My phone barely lets me open Facebook, so I can't really post anything to get my parents' business going. It's not the best situation. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Pablo. Do you recommend working on a Facebook ads agency before starting your own? Yeah, that's a good start. Always working at another agency, learn their processes, learn how it works. You can definitely that's one way to start. Or you might even find out when you're working at that agency that you truly love it and you want to stay there. I mean, it all just depends. But yeah, you could also continue to learn online, start out small and build up. But you might want to build your credibility at working at another agency for a couple of years before you do that, because starting out as a small individual, it might be pretty hard to get kick started in the beginning. But if you're willing to sit that out for some period of time while you get that going, then you'll do just fine. For winning something, do we have to be more creative like your ads, or we can ask a simple question as well? We're going based off feelings on this call. Tomorrow, it's going to be more about just choosing somebody more at random. But the day after that, we're going to do some more lives, and we'll just choose based off the comment section. So we still got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 Macs plus some phones. I can't see what's on the other side of these MacBook Pros. Oh, we've already given out an iPad Pro. This is going on somebody else's. We're sending this to somebody else to give away to their following. But this one's already gone, sadly. But there is still lots of stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff stacked up over here that we're going to be giving away. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff to win. You definitely have time, and there's going to be a few more days too. All right, we're about an hour into this call already. Do we got some more questions that we want to go over? Anything anybody wants to learn? I know y'all are here for the goodies, but don't worry. There are going to be more chances to win. And there's going to be more chances to win outside of these live calls as well. You don't have to, tomorrow's call, you won't even have to attend it to win it. It will be chosen at random. It'll be through DM. So make sure you're active on social to make sure that, you don't miss a message by us. If I want to send you a gift, would you accept it? Absolutely. 50. Here, I'll put it in. If anybody wants to send a gift, you can send it here. I had somebody tell me the other day they wanted to send me a microphone because I sounded bad. I bought a microphone myself, but I'm still happy to receive thanks if anybody wants to send it. There you go. You can send it to that address. But nobody show up there. That's our office building. Security will get you. So you can't just wander in there. They will definitely stop you. Is tomorrow call going to be at the same time? I don't know when tomorrow's call is going to be. It just depends. They're usually scheduled same day. So just be on the lookout. It'll probably be around this same time tomorrow, potentially, maybe a little bit earlier, probably around 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Central. Honestly, I'd like to win something in this call, but I feel like more people need these than I do. Oh, that's really nice of you. I really hope to win MacBook laptop. Your mic is fine though. Thank you, Miguel. Going to sleep. It's 5 a.m. and I think today is not my day, but thanks for the answers. Absolutely. Will definitely be more chances. Will the Shopify Facebook integration with maximum data tracking turned on bypass iOS 14 update restrictions? So it's gonna help, but it's not gonna be fully, it's not gonna help fully yet. You're gonna need to at least do some URL parameter, implementations with that type of tracking. You're also gonna want to verify your domain specifically, so that way you can be tracking there as well. So definitely need those things implemented for sure. That was me, and your audio isn't bad. What else is on your Christmas list? Thank you, Lucas. Your mic is fine. Yep. Thank you, Tariq. How do you validate? I don't know what's on my Christmas list. I would have to check. I might be on the naughty list this year. How do you validate a profitable winning product? You validate it through testing. You can validate it through testing, or you can validate it by looking and seeing in the space. If it's already proven, then it's already validated for you. And you just got to figure out how to do good creatives, good audience targeting, and making sure your site is credible so people are willing to buy from it. I'm new to this channel. I like to learn Facebook. Do you have a beginner-friendly Facebook ads course or videos on your channel? Yes, there's tons of videos on my channel. We're posting on a regular schedule. We've been posting pretty much, daily or every other day. We post lots of Facebook ad trainings, consulting calls specifically. People who choose to do the consulting calls, sometimes they're released depending on if they, allow us to release them. Those videos are then published. We have, we're working with Fortune 100 companies. We work with artists. We work with record labels. We work with restaurants. We work with, e-commerce, drop shipping. There's got to be a video for you, no matter what industry you're in. We've probably worked in that industry. There's, hundreds of videos. We have, 300, 400 plus videos on the back end that have never been released to YouTube that are in so many different industries. So without a doubt, there's going to be something here for you to watch that you can learn from and see how those people approach asking the questions and how you can learn from what questions they ask. But if you want to learn at a little bit faster of a pace and just, cut right through a lot of all the questions that the others are asking and learn at the rate that you want to learn at, and also be able to know the data methods, that, the formulas and everything, that's going to be in the Facebook Ads Expert Mastery class. If you're more of somebody who's on like Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that, we have, short 15-second, 60-minute clips or 60-second clips of, videos of Facebook ad tips. We have like a series on TikTok that we're doing clips on, and giving away those tips on Facebook ads on, different things you can do. They're short, compact, they're a lot faster paced, but they deliver more information. And then, you can also, if you have access to Clubhouse, a lot of people might not have access to Clubhouse, but if you are on the Clubhouse app, we do host co-host marketing events every Tuesdays. So you can join there, watching on those sessions. It's voice. And then there's also podcasts and stuff that we're doing. So there's so much stuff that, there's different mediums we're on that you can learn from, and definitely lots of information to get there. There's no shortage of information at all. But, if you do want to learn all these things, those are the ways to do it, and so forth. Thanks for the powerful session, man. Absolutely. We're probably going to wrap this call up here in the next 10 minutes. So, yeah. What's your TikTok ID? Well, we have 2 of them. So it's Chase _ at Chappell. That's actually all my notifications are on TikTok right now. Isn't that such a young thing to say? Anyways, if you go to there, you can see a lot of videos and stuff on TikTok. What do you ask yourself to choose behavior of your audience, and what do you think about marketplace? We do interest mainly on the actual bucket there, and then the behavior, it depends on if it's more along the lines of like if it's a parents type thing, where you're really looking to go after that audience, we would use that. But in other cases, we'd switch more to lookalikes. What do you ask yourself to choose? What do you think about marketplace? Yeah, all placements, absolutely. You can definitely run ads to all marketplace. Hey, Chase, what are your views on using value-based lookalikes? Absolutely. Value-based lookalikes are great. If you have products that are specifically, if you have, let's say, multiple products at different prices, value-based is going to be a really good option because you can optimize for people who spend the most on your site and who buy the most amount of products. And that's going to drive up your return on ad spend. But it only makes sense if you understand your profit margin and your bottom line. Because if your more expensive products have a lower margin, highest value doesn't always make sense. So there is a catch there. But let's say that you have a product and you have an upsell, and that upsell is extremely profitable. Then optimizing for highest value is going to be super lucrative for you, because whenever that person buys that product and they do the upsell, and that upsell is where you get your majority of profit, the highest value is going to be the best, not the lowest conversion cost. If you do highest value, you're going to be really successful in that sense. Awesome. Thank you. Yep, absolutely. Any helpful desk gadgets for an agency owner? I used to do stand-up desk in the office. Those were super awesome. I do a lot of sitting now, given COVID's here, and there's not too much standing I'm doing, working from home and stuff like that. Thanks for your time, Chase. Appreciate all the content. Thank you, Becca. I really appreciate it as well. I'm so happy I'm able to do this and, support and, give out this type of content. I know it's been a long awaited. Lots of people have really been hoping for this type of content. We just, took many years to get here. Hey, Chase. Hey, Danny, how are you? Giveaway info, it's below. Jesus Hernandez. If you go below, you'll be able to see all the steps on Instagram. Complete the steps there. You'll be entered in. I just started Facebook ads this year as my main freelancing skill. And I think that other than giving sales or leads to clients, I should focus more on giving value to the community that want to target. Yeah, that's one way to do it. If you're value focused, it's a long-term strategy. But it's going to build you're going to build a solid community. And being value driven is, really a good approach, because it's really, in a lot of cases, the right thing to do, because you're able to validate through showing that information, or, giving away those pieces, or giving away the product as well. That's another thing. If you create groups and stuff like that, it can really grow. but it's definitely longer term. It doesn't, it's not something that you're really looking to capitalize off early on. It's something that you're really, not looking to capitalize off, period, for, if ever. It's really just about getting the name out there and then you using that to go into other spaces as well. So, I mean, like, it just depends. There's multiple strategies to it. If you go into it too specific, it might not always work. So, it's always nice just to, if you're going to get free value, focus on that. And the rest of it, will come from there. Hi, Chase. I previously got my ad account disabled, but when I request a review, it doesn't let me select an account. It says select account, but it doesn't show any of my ad accounts. Could be your Facebook login. It could be the business manager that you're in. There shouldn't be a selection. There should be a paste ID for your ad account ID. You should be able to just paste it in there. If it doesn't give you that, then select other. If it's requiring you, then you need to contact support through chat. If you don't have that, contact your rep through email. If you don't have that, then go to the support logs and figure out what's going on. I have always been driven to do graphic design to make an app. Me and my sister are going to take classes in college next semester, would be helpful, and I am not able to get a job at this moment. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that your app endeavors work out, because that sounds super cool. Thanks for the info, man. My sister and I appreciate it. Absolutely. Santiago, I don't have a Facebook account. Do I need to follow you there? Yes, you do. If you don't have a Facebook account, then I don't know how to help there. How to get organic posts to appear more to your followers. Value. That's going to get you a lot of reach. Giveaways aren't going to do it, because social media are going to limit giveaway reaches by a significant amount. And if you want to get, a high reach, if you give absolute, insane amount of value, it's going to spread, because lots of people are going to enjoy it. And it's going to be something that, is positive, and the social media platforms are willing to spread positivity. So it's the last few minutes. Chase, dropping something soon. You are our Santa Claus, Chase, but sadly, I haven't received a gift on any Christmas. Not everybody's going to receive one. We do have a limited, amount, but we are giving, we've already given out 2 MacBook Pros, and we haven't given out an iPhone so far. So, yeah, we are going to be giving away another one here pretty soon. Chase, do you recommend targeting one state only that has more purchases by women than men? No, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd stick to, keeping it out, unless you're like retail, or like, brick and mortar, or like a food delivery service business where it's like city or something like that, then it makes sense. Facebook approved my domain verification. Great. Congratulations. That's super awesome. Everybody should, go make sure to do that, because it's going to be something that iOS 14 is going to have an impact on. Did you announce the winners? We've announced 2 winners. We've announced 3 winners already. We're going to announce more tomorrow, and we're going to announce more the next day. So now I'm starting a new company from absolute scratch to make money and to be able to help even more people. But I do not have a laptop computer to work on. Thank you so much for this opportunity. What's the best way for testing creatives? Create a new campaign, or just keep them in your existing? So when you're starting out, you'll just create a new campaign. If you have an existing campaign that's converting in and out of learning, you can create new creatives in there, but no more than 1 or 2. If you're going to create like more than 3 creatives, then you'll just launch a new ad set, so that way you don't disturb anything. I will advertise my win on Facebook if I won. Well, I hope you win, but we're not looking. That doesn't, we don't mind if you advertise it or not. You don't have to tell anyone. It's simply here to help you. So that's just your choice if you choose to do that. HDZ Boxing, thank you. Absolutely. I started a business before the lockdown and went well for the first 3 months. Then the elections hits the cost rise and a lot. And last week we got only negative ROAS. Hope to recover after Christmas. I hope you recover as well, Daniel Smith. I wish you the best of luck. If you ever come to Washington, come and we'll give you unlimited tacos. Pablo, list out your devices. What do you have? What do you need upgrades on? Jose, I had a 2011 laptop that dies in less than an hour. And I have a phone that is very old and cracked. It would be awesome if I could win. Okay, Jose, we wish you the best of luck. Chase, how's Candle Daddy doing? I've been watching you scale that campaign up. Yeah, Candle Daddy's doing good. They're scaling, they're getting results, and they're optimizing their costs. We work with them every week. So yeah, it's going well. If you're in the class, you could see those calls live, and you could also see all the calls that haven't been released. So yeah, I started my agency last year for restaurants and was doing good until COVID lockdown. This year has been hard and I have to reinvent my agency and would love to win any of the amazing prizes. I wish you the best of luck, James Ferguson, and I hope you do win. Pablo, I have a Samsung and no laptop or any other device or any device other than that. A Samsung, you do all of your ads off of Samsung, Pablo? I'm really hoping to win the MacBook laptop. It is my biggest dream to have one. All right, Pablo, if it's your biggest dream, we'll make it happen. Pablo, you're going to get a new MacBook Pro. You just won this, Pablo. Congratulations. You're going to win this. And all you got to do, Pablo, is DM me on Instagram. Let me know that you won. And then we're going to send you some paperwork. And once you complete that paperwork, we'll end up shipping this out to you so that way you can receive this new MacBook Pro. So congratulations, Pablo. You just won this new MacBook Pro. It's called the 13-inch MacBook Pro. There's a lot of different specs on here. I was reading them out earlier, but lots of cool stuff. You got the LED backlit, you got True Tone, you got headphone stuff, US Thunderport, multiple Thunderbolt ports, Magic Keyboard, pre-installed Mac OS, bunch of other stuff on here. Really small text, but this is the MacBook Pro 13-inch. I believe this is the Space Gray. Yeah, this is the newest one that just came out. They just released this one, so congrats, Pablo. You just won. And if I'm ever in Washington, I will definitely come by, and we will have tacos at your family's place. So it is you, Pablo. Or Paulo. It's not Pablo. It's Piolo. Paolo. Yes, that is you. Sorry, that looked like a B online. I will go ahead and let you know this is you. So congratulations. This person is the winner. So just let me know on Instagram, and I will reach out. It looks like different two names. Wrong. No, it's either Pablo or somebody else is in here that has the same name. We're going to have to fix this. It is. We have two people that are identical. It's Pablo. It is Pablo because we were talking about Washington. Name correction. Pablo. There we go. Yeah, Pablo. Goodness gracious. Y'all's names were so close. Nope. I'm sorry, P.A. Also DM me and we'll make it right. P-A-O-L-O. I don't know how to pronounce your name. You are not the winner, but if you DM me, I'll give you something special because I made a mistake. It is Pablo, though. We did announce that at the original. So, Pablo, you did win. Congratulations. All right. We will, Pablo the Taco Guy. Absolutely. So, awesome stuff there. If there's any other final questions, go ahead and ask them. We're going to be wrapping it up here in 2 minutes. If we give out another item, I'm not sure if we will, but there are going to be items given out tomorrow and over the weekend. So that's 3 Macs, 1 iPhone. Does anybody else need an iPhone? Anybody else? Anybody want to win an iPhone Pro 12? Not a lot of iPhone people here that want one of these. We got more Macs. We've already given out the iPad. No iPhone's okay. Me. This year has not been well for my family and I. I would love an iPhone. It would help with all the social changing to online learning. Absolutely. Thank you for the amazing video, Chase. You really deserve it. Yes, I need to win it anyhow. Would love an iPhone. I need a MacBook Pro. I need one. I want an iPhone. Me. Okay, everybody needs an iPhone now. Okay. James, no worries. I let them know that he can reach out so we can make it right. We'll do something on our end. I have an S9 and Apple would be a game changer. Hell yeah, I'm waiting for one so bad, Chase. Let me have the iPhone. Really, mine is so cracked. I wouldn't mind an iPhone. For the last 20 years, I've been doing volunteer work and had to forget about making money. So now I'm starting a new company from absolute scratch to make money. Congratulations on that. That is a big jump to decide to, start your own business. Starting a business for a lot of entrepreneurs, your back is usually up against the wall, and it takes a lot of energy and it's a tough challenge. So I salute you to doing that because it's a big deal. Thanks in advance. Would be incredible. You have a loyal subscriber. Thank you so much. Yes. No sob stories here. I will take an iPhone. No. Okay. iPhone 12, please. James Ferguson, top draw. Pablo. Need a MacBook to start my company to help people. Been doing volunteer work. Okay, yes. Thank you for iPhone in advance. Chase dreamed of it. Will it come true? Possibly. You just gotta hope that you potentially win. iPhone 12, hashtag iPhone 12, hashtag iPhone 12 mini, and hashtag iPhone 12 Pro. I don't know if somebody might be able to fact check this. I think there's an iPhone 12 and there's iPhone 12 Pro and Mini. So I think there's 3 versions. I don't know. I think I have the 12 because I recently just got this. But I don't know if it's a Pro or I know it's not a Mini because mine came in a different case. Yeah, there is. Okay, awesome. I want to win 12. We have Pro and Mini. Okay, I'll take the Mini. Nothing wrong with the Mini. The Mini's cool. The Mini's white. I believe it's white. It's a cool color. Yeah, white Mini. It's a great phone. It looks awesome. I like it. I need a MacBook to flex on the Zoomers in the shared office I'm going to be working in next month. Cookie cutter. Yeah, all right. I wish you best of luck. That's very funny. We have a Windows 7 from 2009. A new Mac will help. 2009, there's probably people in the chat here that were born in 2009. Oh my goodness, HDZ boxing, you do need a new Mac. Tune in tomorrow because we're done giving out Macs for tonight, but we're going to be giving out more Macs tomorrow and the next day. I would take any Mini or 12. Sure, I'll take the 12 Pro. Would help a lot. What do you suggest scaling proven ad sets vertically instead of duplicating? Yeah, absolutely. Scale vertically instead of duplicating, but scale vertically by 20 increments of 20% every 48 hours to 4 days specifically. You want to make sure that you don't scale too fast. If you need to scale quickly, go horizontally. Just if you're going to duplicate, make sure to turn off the other ad set because you're going to have audience overlap. Been watching your YouTube content for 3 months now, and I would say I learned so much more than my 1 year experience as Facebook ads manager. Couldn't believe you're sharing so much value for free. Andrew, I appreciate it so much. We're really just looking to give back here, and we're, really looking to just spread the love and, give out stuff like this as well. So, I mean, free value, free devices. There's so much there, and, we're going to keep it coming. An iPhone 12 would be amazing as well. Absolutely. I really need a Mac. I will collect money for your course. We already have people who are on our calls that, work with people to see if it makes sense for them to join and stuff like that. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. I just told you that I switched from my dead phone to PC to watch the live stream. Daniel Smith, have you won already, Daniel Smith? You had to switch from your dead phone to PC? Dead phone because it died because of charger, or did it quite literally just die? If so, that sounds a bit of like a coincidence, but my father has had a broken phone for a while, and it would be nice. Best gift for him. He's unable to replace it. Battery, 3rd time today. What kind of phone do you have, Daniel Smith? In the moment of truth is going to come out. I'm borrowing my cousin's laptop because we can't really afford a laptop right now to do my AutoCAD. That's super cool. AutoCAD's awesome. Cool stuff there. Works in only using my Galaxy S6. I don't know what an S9 is. This person just said S6, so that sounds like it might be a few years older. I never had an iPhone. I want to do FaceTime with my girlfriend. Never had the chance to do it with her. Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness, you probably have to deal with green text. I know what that feels like. Green text. Yo, brother. Hope you and the fam are staying blessed this Xmas. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kyle. I really appreciate it. I would love to win Mini. Please, Chase. I am saving money to buy a Mac, but I didn't collect so much. I really want and need a Mac. Awesome. All right. Well, if there's no other questions for the Facebook ads, we're probably going to wrap this up. If I want to scale as fast as possible, what is the best way? Scaling by 20% every 48 hours is probably the quickest way you can do it. And then also you can end up adding in horizontal audiences right away. iPhone 7 to iPhone 12 would be great for my freelance or organic content. Awesome. So cool. Final one that we're giving away tonight. We're going to give away the iPhone 12 Mini. And Daniel, you are going to be the winner of this. You just won the new iPhone 12 Mini. So congratulations. You are the winner. So that way you don't have to worry about that battery anymore. And you're going to switch from Samsung to become an iPhone user. So congratulations. iPhone 12 Mini, white, 64 gigs, it looks like. And you're going to receive this. All you got to do is DM me. Let me know that you won on Instagram. once you DM me, I'm going to, we're going to send you over some paperwork. You'll complete it to accept this. And then this will ship out to you shortly thereafter. So definitely congratulations on this. So yeah, once again, awesome. That's the last winner of tonight, but the winners are not over. There's going to be more. This is not the end of it. There's more for more people. So if you do want to win, your hope is not lost. Don't worry there. There's going to be more chances. So I do wish you all the best of luck. Make sure to check in tomorrow. And then also check in, over the weekend as well. If you don't have a chance to join the live tomorrow, don't worry. We're going to be going through and doing a DM where we're going to find somebody to give it away to in the DM. So be prepared there. Go to my social media, complete the steps below. And if y'all like this video, make sure to like the video. If y'all really did enjoy this or found some value in this, please do give it a like. It does mean a lot to us. If you aren't already subscribed, please do that. These things aren't free for us. It does cost us things to give these things away. So we do appreciate any little help we can get on our end on, getting some likes in return. So we really do appreciate that if y'all can do it. So yes, thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, good night, everyone.